Today's video is sponsored by Wise Travel Money. Use the link below in the description to sign up to Wise and claim your free Wise Travel Money card.
Japan isn't just neon lights and bustling streets. For 14 days, we left the cities behind, hopped into an RV, and explored rural Japan. From Tokyo to the Japanese Alps, stopping at hidden gems, peaceful towns, and scenic lakes along the way.
Our route started just outside Tokyo in Chichibu, then to Mount Fuji and Lake Kawaguchiko, Matsumoto, Hakuba, Nagano City, the Snow Monkeys, and back to Tokyo. And each stop was selected for a particular reason: calm, beauty, and the freedom an RV gives you while on the road.
Our first stop, Chichibu, was exactly what we needed to escape the city. We wandered along the riverside and through the town, enjoying quiet streets, small shops, and the peaceful scenery. We found our first ramen diner. It was cheap, delicious, and even had a robot serving the food. This is my first authentic Japanese ramen. How exciting. I got miso ramen. I think it's my favorite, but I'm gonna try them all.
Everything is done through this little computer here. Or this little iPad, I suppose, and they have English translation. We were struggling with the menu for about 10 minutes before we realised. And you just push a button and this robot comes and brings it out within like 5 minutes. And for all of our meals, plus a couple of beers, it came to 21,000 yen, which is like less than 20 bucks Australian.
Here we stayed at our first Michi no Eki, and like any first-timers, we were nervous. Until we realized this is totally normal and safe in Japan. It was the perfect way to start life on the road.
Driving around Mount Fuji for the first time was something we'll never forget. That moment when the peak suddenly comes into view was absolutely unforgettable. The first time you see Mount Fuji, you're pretty much taken aback by just how incredibly large and beautiful it is. It's almost intimidating, to be honest. We stayed at a roadside station right by the lake in Kawaguchiko, which had an incredible view of Mount Fuji towering over us in the distance. There was a kids' playground, a local grocery store, and a ramen diner.
Okay, this is Michi no Eki Narasawa. It's a pretty incredible view, as you can see. The best view of Mount Fuji. Sunrise is meant to be absolutely incredible here, so we're gonna be sleeping here for the night. It's absolutely free. There's bathrooms here. There's even restaurants and things. We're gonna be spending a bit of time here and just seeing what they have to offer.
Walking around the lake during the day, we were able to admire the flowers and local scenery. We stopped for ice cream and some more local ramen. Honestly, this whole experience made us feel like we were stepping into a real-life postcard. Early one morning, we hopped onto one of these swan boats that you see out on the lake, and we finished with a quick visit to the ice caves. Wow, it's very slippery. I can see why they don't let toddlers in here. You have to be over 4 years old, and I think 100 centimeters tall. It's pretty cool though. Honestly, there's so much to explore here, and we'll cover it all in our full Mount Fuji guide.
Matsumoto was next. Visiting Matsumoto Castle was a highlight. One of Japan's oldest castles, built in the late 16th century, with its iconic black walls earning the nickname Crow Castle. Walking through its halls, you can feel the history, imagine samurai defending it, and understand why it's such a beloved landmark.
Okay, we just made it to Matsumoto Castle, which is one of, actually it may be the oldest castle in Japan. It was built in the 1500s, and it's kind of like a fortress. It's one of the most highly regarded castles in Japan, and if you're coming to Nagano, you pretty much have to come to Matsumoto and visit Matsumoto Castle. It is free to walk around the outside, the exterior, which is beautiful in itself. It's one of the rare castles, actually maybe the only one, that isn't built on a hill or anything. It's actually built on a moat. And it's right in the middle of the city here. As I said, you can walk around the exterior for free, take videos and photos, but if you want to go inside, it's about 800 yen for adults and 500 yen for children. However, you cannot take any photos or videos inside, and you kind of have to crawl around. There's like very low ceilings and lots of very steep stairwells. So we may not be going inside because we have Lila with us, but we're going to check out the outside now.
Afterward, we grabbed soba at the famous restaurant next door, then explored the nearby walking street with quaint shops and traditional architecture. A quiet, historic side of Japan that's easy to miss in the bigger cities.
Traveling around rural Japan in an RV was absolutely incredible, but one thing we didn't want to stress about was money, and that's why we chose Wise. With their travel money card, we could top up in seconds, pay like locals, and avoid those annoying bank fees. From grabbing our first ramen in Chichibu, to snacks by Lake Kawaguchiko, to souvenirs near Matsumoto Castle, it just works everywhere. We were able to pay in restaurants or shops that don't usually accept cards, and it automatically gives us the middle exchange rate. Wise makes traveling smoother so we can focus on exploring, taking in the views, and enjoying Japan, not worrying about the cash. One thing to note about Japan is there are still some places that only accept cash, such as local restaurants and ramen diners. So you want to have a travel money card that allows you to withdraw money from any ATM with low exchange rates, and that's why we highly recommend Wise. You never pay more than the middle exchange rate, which is exactly what you see on Google. And unlike other travel money cards, there's no unwanted fees that just pop up out of nowhere. Everything is completely upfront and you only get what you pay for. So if you want to simplify your spending while traveling overseas, check out Wise by using the link below to get your first transfer fee-free up to $1,000 or a free Wise travel money card. Hakuba and the Japanese Alps. The moment we booked this trip, we knew we wanted to head to the Japanese Alps, and honestly, Hakuba Valley did not disappoint. After a solid 5 nights of sleeping at roadside stations, we decided to upgrade a little bit and spent some time in the RV park. It snowed, the mountains were freezing, but also stunningly beautiful at the same time. Alright, we just checked into the RV park here in Hakuba. We've spent the last 5 nights on the road, sleeping at the roadside stations or Michi no Eki. But we've been in Hakuba for a couple of days and decided, you know what, since we're going to be staying here for a while, at least a few days, we'd like to be a bit more comfortable. So we came to this RV park. It's just called RV Park Hakuba. And it's really cheap. There's no one here. There's one other van. It's 4,400 yen per night for a powered site. So we've got our hookup. So we've got our electrical hooked up, which means we can run like the fridge and the heater all night, the lights and everything. We can charge all of our cameras and computers because that's what we were really struggling with. Plus there's toilets and a hot shower, which has been awesome. We toughed it out for 5 days on the road and actually wasn't too bad, but the showers and the not being able to charge all of our stuff was starting to get to us a little bit, and plus it's really cheap. Like, it's less than 40 bucks per night to stay here, and look at this view. So yeah, we're going to do a bit of exploring around Hakuba. So far we've just been driving around, going to some cafes and restaurants, checking out all the neighborhoods. It's a really cool vibe here. It's pretty much either Japanese or Aussies. It seems to be 50-50. A lot of Aussie ski bums here, which is what we thought it would be. Oh wow, it's amazing up here. We just caught the gondola up and the view is incredible. It's like 360-degree views of Hakuba Valley. The weather's not bad. It's a little bit overcast, but it's not too cold. I'm actually pretty warm. And I'm about to hit my first run for the day and first run for 4 years. Yeah, I think it's been 4 years since I got on a snowboard. We'll see how we go. We snowboarded on Hapawani, took Lila to the park, explored the Hakuba River for some amazing footage, and we were even able to try our first ever okonomiyaki restaurant. Experiencing early spring in the Japanese Alps from an RV gave us a completely new perspective on rural Japan, and we cannot recommend it enough. Choosing rural Japan instead of big cities like Osaka or Kyoto was intentional. We wanted calm, space, and freedom. Traveling in an RV gave us flexibility, and every stop showed a side of Japan most people miss. The quiet roads, the small towns, the random mountain views, riverside walks, and the hidden gems that made this 14-day journey feel like a true escape. Okay guys, so I'm going to give you a quick tour of the inside of the camper van. It's quite small, but actually quite roomy at the same time. It has enough room for 1, 2, 3, 4, probably up to 6 adults, honestly, even though that would be tight. A family of 2 adults plus 2 or 3 kids, honestly, is perfect. So there is this top bunk, and then you've got another bunk bed here, which is good for either a full-size adult or a kid easily, and then the bottom bunk. And then we've got, as well as the double bed over the top of the driver's seat, 2 bottom bunks plus the dining room here. So you've got a 2 or 3 seater on this side, and then another 2 seater on this side. It's quite big. Like, you've got another 1, 2, 3, 4 little closets. I'd highly recommend, if you're going to rent a camper van from Tokyo RV Campers, this model is definitely the go. If you've got more than 2 people, if you've got kids especially, but even if there's just 2 of you, like, it's very, very roomy and has everything you need and super easy to drive.
From the mountains, we rolled into Nagano City. We visited the famous Zenko-ji Shrine, an incredible cultural experience, before heading to the Snow Monkey Park. Watching the monkeys relax in the hot springs was truly unforgettable.
Okay, we probably got here a little late. It's about 10:30 and it is absolutely packed. We were told it gets busy around lunchtime. It might get busier earlier in springtime because the weather's a bit better, but yeah, there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of monkeys. They're a little bit unpredictable. Sometimes you're just walking and they jump over the railing and run past you. Like, you're supposed to keep a good distance, but it's honestly hard sometimes. They run at you, but they seem really accustomed to people. Like, they're not jumpy or anything. I'm actually looking at a woman with her 2 daughters. I've seen some people crouching down and getting pretty close to them.
Maybe too close.
Yeah, I'm not really that keen, eh? But pretty good. Only 800 yen to enter. It's a nice walk out here, and there's a really good restaurant with ramen. We're going to go check out now for a bit of a brunch.
While we didn't visit any of the onsens ourselves because of Lila and Lloyd has sleeve tattoos, the town itself is famous for them. It's something we'd recommend for anyone traveling without little ones or tattoos. If you have ever thought about exploring Japan beyond the cities, this trip shows what's possible. And if you want more detail, we will be sharing full travel guides for each stop, from Mount Fuji to Hakuba. Subscribe so you don't miss them.